So we started our MIEE programme, and the reason for that was to try and create school digital leaders, because we know how important it is to have one teacher who's the driving force for technology in their school, and that person can become the beacon for how things get done, how things get used. That person is prepared to take risks, get things wrong, but hopefully other teachers will see them using technology really well in their classroom and want to learn from them. And that's exactly what we try to do with the MIEE programme.
I started doing little bits of work with Tom last year. I was trying to get the most out of my computer and find different ways of working and different ways to engage with the children with their learning. And Tom suggested to me that I should have a look at the Microsoft Educator Centre. And that is so easy to use. It was just like bite-sized chunks of information to help me to get used to using certain programs. So I think I started with OneNote and then moved on to Teams and those sorts of things from there. I then joined a program with Turn It On who had put together a program to almost bring together the best parts of Microsoft 365 for educators. And the course was absolutely brilliant. I loved it because it was all so relevant to everything that we were doing. So some of the sessions were to do with being more efficient as a teacher, using things like Microsoft Forms to just get quick assessments of the children's learning, or for admin staff to be able to quickly collect data. But also other tools like Minecraft or Flipgrid. And it was just an amazing programme because everything that I learnt on that programme I was able to take straight away and use in the classroom.
The programme runs over a series of months. It's open to teachers across all Turn It On schools, from tiny small village primary schools through to large inner city secondary schools. And we run a series of sessions with 2 or 3 weeks in between each session for the teachers to collaborate and try things out in their schools. And at the end of the programme, 3 or 4 months later, they have the opportunity to apply to Microsoft for their MIEE status, which hopefully they get. It looks really good for their professional development, but most importantly, it's created that digital leader in a school who will really drive the adoption of technology in their school.
As part of that course, we were supported in putting together an application to Microsoft to become an expert in using Microsoft products. And since joining the MIEE programme, I've just picked up so many tips and helpful things to help me to get the most out of using computers, to be more efficient in the way that I work, to make learning accessible for everybody, and just as engaging as I possibly can make it. Everything I've done has made my life easier, which is great as a teacher. I'd recommend it to anybody.